it's a great retrieve. I never had any success with Scuds until I tried that retrieve.
Just 1 or 2 inches?
Not even that. Like move the line as little as possible, but as fast as possible. So just like maybe 1 inch. Yeah. Like just tiny bit.
Why you get tired doing that?
I do, yeah, all day long, and then and when they're on Scuds, I mean, I'm talking, if we're not getting a fish every 2 casts, you're checking your Scud to see what's wrong with it. Like when they're on it, it's really good fishing. It's the best fishing I've ever had. So I'm not used to tying things. Okay, so you want to take it? That's right.
It's ass backwards, but
you know what?
it feels ass backwards every
It
time
does,
you do
but
it,
so you just want to hold it with your thumb, and then just leave it hanging out there. That's right. Okay, and then take your chunk of wire. I had a piece here. What did I do with that?
Oh.
No, it's okay.
You got it?
Yeah, let's just pinch it. So I like to tie my wire I don't like to just tie a little chunk of it in. If it's holding my Scudback on, I want to make sure it's going to hold my Scudback on. So I like to tie a good chunk of it on there and then come back. Just like that. I love this vise. I'm looking for a new vise. I might get one of these. And then take your Straggle, a piece here. So same thing. You can just peel off a tiny bit to expose that core, that string. It's not always the best with Straggle. It works better with chenille. And then just capture it.
Do you need something?
Straggle.
Oh!
I think I got it.
Oh, okay.
And did you guys still have dubbing? Or do you want to just do a straight? Let's just do a straight one. We won't even use the dubbing this time.
I don't know. Like the pregnant girl.
The pregnant ones are nice, yeah. Right in. So then just bring your thread forward, leaving 1 eye length, and start wrapping your chenille or your Straggle. You can kind of, brush it back a little bit so you don't trap too much of it. I don't want to get too close to my head there, so I'm going to tie that off. 3 in behind, 1 in front, and 1 back and behind. Snip that off. You're right, I like the pregnant one better.
You want a Sharpie?
I've used a Sharpie. I had a gauntlet. I was at a lake one time out in the Kootenays, and they were eating blue gomphus. And by chance, I had a blue Sharpie in my truck, so I colored a bunch of olive ones blue, hammered fish all day on them. So I carry a blue Sharpie everywhere. So just want to pull your legs down again. If there's too many at the top, you can trim a couple of them off. Just give a nice flat area for your Scudback to lay on. And then you just want to pull it over. And then bring your wire, you want to bring your wire underneath your hook, pulling your Scudback fairly tight. And then just trap it, making sure it's centered. And you can let go, and I always do, actually I'm not gonna let go yet. I like to do 2 wraps of wire at the back. And then you wiggle it through the legs like you were doing kind of like a woolly bugger or something. And if the legs start standing up, you can pull them down with your thumb or your bodkin. Just try and get those segments Silver's a good color to use because it's almost like that. Like I say, they have almost like a white rib to them. You could use monofilament works good too. And then just trap your wire. I like to do 1 or 2 in front and 1 in behind, and then you can just twist that, pull on your bobbin and twist that off. And then whip finish. Let's give it 2. And that's really similar to my Weight Watchers Scud. The only difference is basically I don't use Straggle. I use like a plastic chenille and the Flashaboo underneath. And then what they do on the lyre shrimp, if you just pull your Scud back and kind of pinch it together.
Almost in half.
Yeah, like, and then just cut like a little, almost like a V into it. I can't pinch very well with my hands, so I'm not very good at this. And I like to leave a pretty long little tail there.